Ну что ж, запускаемся. Всем
Эй,
привет.
здорово!
Shadow. Shadow сегодня у нас за двоих, за троих, за всех.
За всех надувается.
Да, если начнем.
Ну а что мы хотели? 3 недели стримов не было.
3 недели?
Ну, почти. И еще 3 недели не будет.
Ну да. Сегодня сюрприз стрим, поэтому мало кто попадает. Но надеюсь появится. Так, Shadow, отпишись, как со звуком, нормально ли слышно. Я, правда, в другую сторону от микрофона говорю, но по идее должен быть. Тем временем запустим финалку.
Ты помнишь, какое сохранение? 7-е, по-моему.
По-моему, да, 7-е. Так, Shadow, да, все, отлично. Так, запускаем.
Еще по управлению вспомнить.
Еще, я надеюсь, джойстик работать будет. Так.
Сегодня я ведущая, опять.
Да. И Акио это уже старенький.
Больной.
Ну, не то чтобы больной, смотря в каком плане, но как бы нужна уже эта моральная поддержка заместителя выращивать.
Вот это?
Нет. Квадратик нажми. Это автосоюз.
Надо. Ты уверен?
Угу.
Вот это.
Квадратик нажала? Нажми квадратик. Вот, player save, да.
Ага.
Meaning of life, да, 7-й, по-моему.
О, Белоснежка, привет.
О, вовремя. Мы специально тут тянем время, ждем, выжидаем. Да, загружай. Сейчас будем вспоминать. Кто-нибудь вообще помнит, на чем мы остановились?
Я помню, что чтобы драться на квадратик жать надо, это все. Ну а что ты хотел? Игра столько времени в разработке была. Надо теперь зарплату отбивать.
А что там с ценами?
Видимо, дорого.
Да, мы закончили на том, что возвращаемся в деревню.
Мы были в этом...
После этого ущелья?
Да.
Феникса. Лощина Феникса.
Ой, сейчас будет жестко.
Угу. Так что там с ценами на стол? Что я пропустил? На Silent Hill как бы тоже цены 80 евро. Это не хухры-мухры. И финалка тоже. Да, Белоснежка, я тебе уже это в ВК написал на всякий случай. Вот, но смотрю, ты так успела. Мы до последнего не знали, будем стримить сегодня или нет.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
Блин,
Что?
английский.
Да.
Да. Чё, как, где?
В система. Это меня так напугало. Тут тайтл.
Тайтл. Конфиг?
Конфиг. Вот этот вот голос где? За динамиком. Следующий. Вот. И здесь, да, листай направо. Можно зарядку поставить.
Так. Не надо же больше ничего жать.
Да, не надо. Единственное, что можно фуллскрин мне сделать. Вот так вот. Так, загрузить квадратик. Вот это у нас получается, да?
Да. Угу. Сумрак. Все, побежали снова.
В Twilight.
17 часов дня, ну мы в принципе начинаем в 7 по местному времени.
Не, ну мы по средам последнее время в 17 начинали.
Да, точно.
Я вообще
потому что...
забыл про это.
Ну, у нас сегодня дел как бы было много достаточно. Вот. И плюс стрим сегодня такой коротенький будет. Потому что дела не закончились еще.
Да, поэтому 1,5 часика-2 поиграем.
Torgal, what is it?
Nothing good, I'll wager. Come on.
А, ты уже за меня сделал? Я видел там какое-то сообщение, но не прочитал. Не было времени.
Готовы?
А вообще, вы помните, что было в игре-то? Давай, квик рекап. Что там было?
Так, мы, по-моему, эту побили. Так, сейчас. Все началось с того, что мы мелкие. При нас убили нашего брата. И мы, короче, не можем найти покоя, пока не найдем, кто это сделал. Да. Проходит там сколько? 17-18 лет?
По-моему, 17 лет.
Да, мы, короче, наемник.
Раб в империи.
Да, нам говорят убить девку. Девка, оказывается, наша подружка.
Подружка детства.
Да.
Мы ее спасаем в итоге.
Мы ее спасаем и знакомимся с Сидом.
И Сид говорит, я знаю, кто твоего брата мог завалить. По слухам, он вот там шляется.
Да,
пошли посмотрим. Мы пошли посмотрели. Пришли
познакомились с Гэвом. Нет?
Да, по дороге Гэв.
Да.
Но мы так его не нашли. Не, мы с воробихой подрались. Она, оказывается, этого убийцу нашего брата-то содержала. Окей.
Ну вот, она, короче, охренела с наших мувов, с наших действий.
Да, и 2 раза мы ее победили в итоге.
Да.
Вот. Потом пошли мы в руины, где нашего брата убили.
Мы вернулись домой, нам сказали, девка в себя пришла.
Забирай девку.
У нас случился, момент воссоединения, она такая, пошли все с нуля раскапывать. Пришли сюда, и здесь укрываются эти меченые.
Рабы нашего бати.
Да.
Мы сказали, мы сейчас...
Но они не совсем рабы, у них получше...
Они рабы, меткие рабы. Но мы сказали им, типа, ща мы по делам слетаем, вернемся, заберем вас.
Да.
Короче, мы слетали по делам, увидели странную фреску в катакомбах.
Да, катакомбы мы увидели, подрались не знаю, что это, роботы кристальные.
Ну да, какие-то инопланетяне.
Да.
Вот, и возвращаемся сейчас в деревню.
Погоди, а они мы сами с собой дрались?
Нет.
Когда открыли богом...
Это не тут.
Да, я проспойлерила только что.
Нет.
По-моему, это оно. Да. По-моему, да. Когда 2 богомута. Когда мы встретились с собственной тенью, мы начали драться сам с собой. Наша тень...
Так, вопрос. Там была битва сам с собой в прошлом стриме?
2 Годзиллы рогатые дрались?
Это не богомут. Богомут — это летающий Годзилла. А это бегающий Годзилла.
Ифрит, вот.
Ефрейтор. Здоровье нормально, уже получше.
Да, но мне что-то сегодня с голосом что-то непонятное. Мне чуть-чуть так першит.
Ну, опять, заболеваешь, как я, 2 раза подряд.
Да, скорее всего. Под дождик попала без зонта, и все.
Сражение, бои. Так, ну что ж, ладно, да, мы, подрались. Идем теперь обратно за нашими холопами.
Это и произошло. Мы смотрели на фреску. Нет, стой! Стоять, блин.
Не, я просто поменял.
Окей.
Я хочу посмотреть, что тут было.
Да, видишь,
да. Мы подрались,
да.
точно. Мы словили галюны,
да.
подрались с собой, увидели
девчонка
Ифрита.
такая, что с тобой?
Ну да, а ты
Он
такой,
такой,
ой, блин,
ничего, все нормально, я мужик.
я катку затащил.
Да. Вот. И мы сейчас возвращаемся обратно в ту деревню, где рабы. Ну, и, видимо, там что-то не очень хорошо.
Так,
Там крепостное право отменили, походу.
Мы сейчас идем отменять. Кстати, у нас тут штука этих самых скилл-поинтов. Не знаю, мы вот эту... Не эту, мы вот эту хотели, да, нам 1,5 надо. И сюда 1,5. Ладно, будем копить. Все, идем. Пошли, посмотрим, что там в деревне с нашими холопами.
Ja,
Я.
das erstmal.
What happened here?
Imperials, you'll pay for this.
Грибик.
What are you doing here?
Remember our orders? No
Что
survivors!
себе сделал?
Who would order such a thing?
Sick of Torgal.
Я сначала сразу да, там по-другому.
Sick of Torgal.
И причем, кстати, получается, вначале нужно было вайп писать. Да? Типа, если вопрос, на который ответ да нет, сначала нужно вайп писать. Вайп твоя сила.
Ну да, типа, если ты есть. Если это сладко.
Не жирафик ли ты?
Thought you could escape.
Sick of Torgal.
Branded?
Get him.
Born a slave, and you'll die one. Kill all the ducal dogs.
Ducal dogs. Hey, we're innocent people. Get him, boy.
Да, быстро время прилетело.
Get him.
Пока болею.
Sick of Torgal. Stay down. You know what to do, boy. That's enough. You know what to do.
Так что в следующем месяце
Новогоднего стрима, возможно, не будет. А рождественский может быть и будет.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Torgal. Get him. You know what to do, boy. Get him, boy. Sick of Torgal.
Да, но 18-го тогда без меня, если я на день работаю.
Поэтому да, там, скорее всего. Не так много стримов осталось в этом году.
Ой,
Must
блин!
burn.
Ага.
Bearers
Давай.
and those who sheltered them. By Empress Annabella's command.
Пицца Аннабелла, наша мамка.
My mother ordered this. Why?
Clive,
I know.
Обычно все это
Sick of Torgal.
О, слава.
Я совсем потерялась.
Get away.
Нормально?
Get him, boy. Garuda, lend me. Keep your distance, boy. Over here. Get him. Don't let them get away. Sick of Torgal. Keep your distance, boy. Give them all you've got. Get him.
Все. Ура. Магический пепел?
Угу.
А,
Кокс. Тема из главной менюшки.
I'm sorry, Lady Hannah. You deserved so much better. All of these people did. Better than my mother.
We're too late. Gav.
Гэв.
Clive.
Гав-гав. Сколько лет, сколько зим.
Acting on the orders of the Duchess, eh?
Такой акцент у него смешной.
We
Yeah,
knew
мне
Eastpool was
нравится.
harbouring
тоже.
bearers. Thought they were safe enough hidden up here, but someone must have let slip. If they'd have only come to us sooner, none of this would have had to happen. Fuck!
My mother always did despise bearers. The way father embraced them when the other nations spat on them as slaves. The way an
Вот,
accident of
да,
birth gave them
батя
a power that
защищал
others
их.
lacked.
Они типа, ну да, у них были как бы
why
хозяин.
kill
Ну, к ним
everyone?
лучше относились,
They
чем к
meant no
другим.
harm. They just wanted to be free.
This world judges that a crime punishable by death. Which is why we're going to change it. Gav, we want to help.
Thought you'd got your own stuff to be getting on with.
We do. But it can wait.
In that case, we should head back and tell Sid you've had a change of heart. He was always on it yet to join us.
All right.
And we'd best be quick. Last I heard, he was planning another excursion.
What about the villagers?
Aye. Can I leave yous lot to take care of things here?
Of course. We'll make sure they get a proper burial.
Thank you. All of you.
У них шрамы на щеке.
When you're ready, then.
Они тоже были носителями, но вырезали.
А, так это ведь Curse Bearers.
Ну да, но у них шрамы на левой щеке. Значит, у них были марки,
Ну,
и них срезали.
там, по-моему, все, кто в Curse Bearers, срезают.
Now, rats, lead me to your nest.
Собака.
Lord Kuka has a message for your leader. If only he knew where to send it.
Мы по следам не идем, да?
Да, мы чисто по сюжету бежим. Лишнее время не тратим.
Исправить ошибки.
To Sid Solar, then.
Можешь сохранить.
We have a lot to discuss.
Система. А, да.
Промотай вниз, есть ли этот квест у нас?
Да. Причем мы там 23 уровня. А здесь 21-го, да.
Ну ладно.
Но мы не знаем, когда, в какой момент мы там
Да,
сохранились.
Я помню точно, мы на острове сохранялись.
Мы можем чуть-чуть пройти. Или давай посмотрим.
Да не, после стрима глянь.
Окей, и тогда с того сохранения дойдем до этого момента, да? Хорошо.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier. Didn't sound happy.
Don't mind me. Just taking a quick breather, ain't I?
На самом деле немножко жалко, что мы косты сейдовые не проходим, потому что там прям сюжет персонажа раскрывается, но это очень никого не заметно.
This place is getting more crowded by the day.
I tell myself the bustle's a blessing. There'll be time enough for quiet contemplation when I'm dead. So, did you find the answers you were looking for?
I still don't know what to make of this gift, curse, or whatever it is I've been given. But there is one thing I can say for certain. I am a dominant, Ifrit. And there is nothing I can do to change that. It is a burden I must bear until my dying day.
Spoken true. Forgiveness and in turn salvation can only begin with acceptance. It's a path we all must walk, no matter how colourful our histories.
Sid, you once told me that you wanted to build a place where people could die on their own terms.
I did.
I've been thinking about that. Why not a place where people can live on their own terms? For 13 years, killing was all I knew. So obsessed with death that I never stopped to consider the lives of those around me. Lives that I see now were scarcely worth living. Be they bearers or beggars, most march blindly to their end, never realizing that they too deserve a choice. And I dare not turn a blind eye to their suffering any longer.
So, atonement then, is it?
That was the answer we found.
The only one we need.
I'll be expecting you both to pull your weight.
And we will.
Well then, with a sprinkle of fire and ice, this plan of mine might just work.
What trouble are you looking to get yourself into now?
The best kind. We're going to sneak into the Imperial capital and pay a visit to Mother.
Ля какой.
Мы там в это Кепитале, по-моему, делали сейв отдельно. Начали делать, по крайней мере.
Можем глянуть.
Ну, на следующий.
And the last of our farmholds in the eastern provinces has succumbed to the blight.
Without their yield, you'll be hard-pressed to fill the capital's granaries before winter.
If there is a capital by then, the black creeps closer as we speak.
And yet you do naught but bawl and bluster.
Your Radiance?
If it is fertile land the Empire requires, we need but look south.
If you mean the crystalline Dominion's holdings, we are bound by mutual accord. Theirs is a neutral state whose borders we are sworn to respect.
Gentlemen, did we swear to see our people starve?
Well, I really do think that...
The gates of Oriflamme buckle at the flood of those come seeking refuge from the Blight. If there is not grain enough to feed those within our walls, how, pray tell, will we feed those without? But instead of setting your minds to riddles such as these, you lock horns with an enemy from across the sea, sending our soldiers to the slaughter in their thousands. The Empire bleeds, and you sit here prattling like crones in a tea house. And you fancy yourselves leaders of men. Sanbreque is naught without her citizens. We are but their servants. If their land is being wrested away, it is our duty to claim new lands for them.
Your Radiance! You cannot mean a war of conquest.
That is exactly what I mean. It is time we expanded our dominion. This is the will of great Grieger.
There will be uproar. Then we must find a way to distract the citizenry. But how much will that cost?
And what of our legions? Shall we raise the thirds?
Well, someone will have to contend with the Dalmex.
I will not keep you. You all have much to do.
Такой, идем на войну, разбирайтесь сами.
Да-да-да. Вообще странный этот император. Что-то с ним не то.
Where is my son?
The Lord Prince is currently garrisoned at the Strait of Arthur. If it please you, I can send word requesting his immediate return to the Holy Capital.
That won't be necessary. Tell him instead to see to his wounds. Bahamut's strength will be needed again soon.
As you command.
I must have misheard. You mean to tell me that the Mother Crystals are the reason the world is dying? Are you mad?
I have been called that on occasion, but no, not today. We've all seen it firsthand. Empty wastes where once were green meadows. Land drained so dry of its ether, not even the rats remained. But where was it all going? I spent years searching for an answer, until I saw it standing right in front of me. There, in the self-same crystals we look to for their so-called blessing. All right, listen. Take this crystal. How does it allow us to conjure magics? Answer, by drawing ambient ether from the air. And where do these crystals come from?
That's easy. They're mined from the Mother Crystals.
They're one and the same. Although admittedly this here fits more easily in the pocket.
But the Mother Crystals are massive. Some as large as mountains.
So you see the problem. Imagine just how much ether can be drawn by something that size. As to where it's all going, mind, well, I can't know everything, can I?
We are taught that the Mother Crystals are divine. Their ether a gift from the heavens. For centuries, nations have fought and fallen for want of that gift. If what you say is true, how did no one else see it?
Who says they didn't? Maybe the truth was inconvenient.
Inconvenient to whom, exactly?
The higher-ups? The gods themselves?
So now you want to do something about the crystals? And what? We're not helping bearers and dominants anymore.
I didn't say that. I made a promise and I intend to keep it. But if we continue down this path, there's only one fate that awaits the realm. And we can't very well set our people free if they're all lying dead in a blighted ditch. Not if we want to create a place where they can live on their own terms anyway. Sort of defeats the purpose. So, if we have to bring the old world crashing down in order to build us a new one, what say you? Are you with me?
I suppose it's about time I repaid your faith.
You could have just said aye. But it's nice to have you aboard all the same.
What have I got myself into? I'm going to need more than a few potions for this.
Ну, иммиграция на самом деле тяжело, как физически, так и морально.
Don't mind me.
Очень
Just
тяжело.
taking a quick breather, ain't I?
По себе, да.
Ну, мне легче, потому что моя эмиграция во многом отличается. У меня сразу есть человек, который мне рад в этой стране.
Кто это?
Да. У меня сразу есть место, где жить. Вот. И первое время, сколько? Больше, чем полгода, мне не приходилось думать о том, где добыть деньги. Потому что это делал ты.
Добытчица теперь ты.
Вот. И как бы даже когда я устраивалась на работу, мне начальница, теперь уже начальница, тогда просто женщина, которая делала со мной интервью, она мне сказала, что для того, чтобы привлекать сотрудников из-за рубежа, нужно сначала доказать, что ты здесь подходящего найти не смог. Да, и что вот тот кандидат за рубежом, он стоит того, чтобы тратить на него деньги для его перелета, для его обустройства.
I heard Otto barking at his lot earlier.
Вот, а если ты едешь туда абсолютно нулевый и в одиночку, к тому же.
Давай, Кость.
Плюс к тому же со мной работает американка, которая переехала из Америки и не хочет туда возвращаться.
So what god's-forsaken corner of the realm is Sid dragging you off to this time?
Oriflamme.
The holy capital. And what business would you lot have in... On second thoughts, I don't want to know.
Так, чего? У нас пушка пока что лучше, чем могут предложить.
Здесь тоже?
Доспехи тоже, да. Ну и это родители батины доспехи получили, поэтому на общий огонь. Можно идти по сюжету.
Speaking of Oriflamme, I hear the trading routes leading south have seen more than double the usual traffic. If you ask me, somewhat foul's brewing. And it ain't Tyre's borbile tea. Oh, just go and see Otto, will you?
All right.
So you're really going through with it? Sid's been talking about bringing down a mother crystal since I've known him. But that's all it's ever been. Talk.
He's convinced it's the right thing to do. We'll be leaving for the capital shortly.
Well, you couldn't have picked a better moment. Seems the hiding the royalists gave him wasn't enough to dampen old Sylvester's spirits. His legions are on the march again. This time, due south.
Another war.
All as the great Grieger wills it. Bloodthirsty little miss, that one. That's God's for you, innit? Still, might work to our advantage on this occasion. Wars breed chaos. on the front lines and at home. With a fair wind behind them, a handful of like-minded ne'er-do-wells could melt into the back alleys of Oriflamme. No trouble. It's making it to the capital that's the problem.
The checkpoint.
That's right. Anyone travelling in or out of Oriflamme has to go through Northreach. Lucky for you, I might just know of a way.
This?
Well, no, not that. That gets you an audience with the Dame. And it's the Dame who'll see you safely through Northreach. I'll send a Stolas in the morning. Let her know you're coming. We go way back. And she's a true friend of the cause. I'm sure you'll get on like a house on fire.
That's good of you, but who is this dame, and where will I find her?
She's the proud proprietress of Northreach's foremost house of ill repute, the Vale. And she's quite a woman, if you know what I mean.
A woman? Right.
Don't go blinding her with your charm now, lad. I'll be expecting a full report when you get back.
Можно из этого дальше ничего.
I suppose that's everything. Now to find Gav.
Ну, разные везде есть. Говорится, в семье не без котенка.
Well, 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 someone's in a hurry.
Just following orders.
Funny, I never took you for the type.
Can't all be as obedient as you, Gav.
Eh?
Fine day for a little mischief, wouldn't you say?
Is this all of us?
Actually, Gav won't be coming.
Just the three of us, then?
Drake's head is the keystone of the Empire. Oriflamme's in chaos, yes, but that doesn't mean we can march an army through her gates. The fewer our numbers, the better our chances of going unnoticed. And should that plan fail, well, we have our icons to fall back on.
Sid, I don't know if I can. Ifrit still seems to come and go as he pleases.
Ordinarily, priming an icon comes naturally to a dominance. But then, you are no ordinary dominance.
Well, he's still got the blessing of the Phoenix, doesn't he?
Not to mention what he sucked out of Garuda. And did I ever tell you about how he was once the greatest shield in Rosaria? You know, I reckon he could probably cut us a path out of the capital on his own if need be.
Let's try not to find out.
We're less likely to be spotted if we travel separately. I'll meet you in Northreach in a few days. You two behave now.
Ну, кстати, Шаду я про Ubisoft бы так, наверное, не сказал бы. С учетом того, сколько денег они зарабатывают на своих проектах. Как ни крути, значит, они что-то делают правильно. Если люди все-таки покупают и играют. Господи, что такое-то? Дырка.
Кошмар.
Как мы ее не заметили за 30 часов игры, я вообще не понимаю.
So, we're meeting in Northreach. And will I find Sid and Jill before this dame finds me?
But how did the grocer know his daughter had been stealing up to the vineyard to see the lad?
Все дороги родные здесь, да?
Is it safe to ride to Northreach now?
Ну, мне последние ассасины, начиная с 3-й части, не нравились. Вот, но как бы все равно продажи у них там миллионы при всем вот этом.
Get him, boy! Sick of Toggle!
Может, они не совсем тот путь, который надо, и выбрали с ассасинами. Но в любом случае серия не застаивается, в ней что-то новое приносится. Если бы они планировали на первые 2 части постоянно, то, мне кажется, давно перестали в них играть.
Ага.
You know what to do, boy. There, boy! Give them all you've got, boy! Don't let them get away! Get him! Sick of Torgal! Get him! Give them all you've got, boy! Get him! Keep your distance, boy! Don't let them get away! Get him, boy! There, boy! You know what to do, boy!
Эй, молодец.
Так, я опять потерялась.
Там впереди была шкатулка.
Где?
Вот.
А, я вижу. Опа.
Ну да, вкусы разные, жанры разные. Но еще есть такая штука, что очень модно стало хаять все AAA игры. Вот. Многие не понимают, как игры делаются в принципе и чего игра пытается донести для игрока. И начинают жаловаться, типа, как там, не знаю, со сталкером на графон жалуются, что устаревший. Хотя как бы графон вполне нормальный. И это вообще показатель. Да.
Northreach.
Где-то жалуются, что там персонажи нетрадиционные появились. Ну, типа, не пофиг, если в целом игра нормальная. Это ни на что не влияет. Или жалуются, что...
Let's make this quick!
Добавляют, жалуются.
Keep your distance, boy! Don't let them get away! It's over!
Жалуются, что в игре туториал. Да, когда в игру туториал не добавляются, они жалуются, что как в это играть. Вот, а интернет все эти истории очень хорошо подкладывает и продвигает. Короче, надо играть самому, смотреть.
The soldiers used to speak of a brothel, but that was north of the checkpoint. I hope that Dame has friends in the south.
It all smells so
Oh, and a
delightful.
chine of roast antelope.
Fresh fish! All from the sea of grace this...
You there! Fancy a drop
The
of
right
the
to
Empire's
confiscate any
finest?
objects forbidden by the throne.
Begone! The gate's for citizens, not serfs.
Пускают тебя.
The fruit's not getting any fresher.
You say these are all from Dalmatia?
Я, в принципе, любые игры, если они нормальные.
A moment, my lady.
A moment? I doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine.
Да, я тоже
Upon
просто
reflection,
вообще
you don't have the
не
scent
вкуриваю.
of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please me. More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
Let us leave such impersonal titles to my less preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can trust me, yes, but... why would you?
Help you? Because that's what we do. Long ago, Sid did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here. To the final obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital. I fear the guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
Unless...
Unless, of course, his master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But... I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Are you gonna buy something or not?
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are. But... it's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
Надо добавить эти группы в плейлист.
And who might this be?
Why, my new escort. The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Oi, hold up.
Intro из BBC.
Another fucking branded. Well, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
Мне так стебает, что с ним все обращаются как с холопом, при этом он в королевских доспехах.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They might have recognized me.
But they didn't. And even if they had, they wouldn't have done anything about it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best customers. We have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, If you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
I haven't seen you around the Vale of late. Oh, don't tell me you've grown tired of us.
It's not that. The garrisons are being called back to the capital. We're to join the legions.
На войну их собирают. Какие, а? Лодыжки показывают, ты посмотри. Ни стыда, ни совести. Да.
Ни стыда, ни совести. Я тоже.
And if anyone requests her company, tell them she is feeling unwell.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight, I wonder. It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Шадот, скинь этот список куда-нибудь.
Proof of that trust. And hopefully enough to keep prying eyes from looking too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
I should probably start here.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne. and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the Dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in, and she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
Heard the bones fell favourably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think? Nothing like a quick tumble on another man's coin?
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel, Branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the Dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The Dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Most likely. Fools there nigh on every night.
It's not been half a moon since Belinus.
That's what he signed up for.
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. But that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
That's the day done then. Drinks and the Vale.
How about the Vale, then drinks?
Think I might see you tonight.
Самое.
Видишь, он кристалл на том берегу какой-то. Ну этот прям гигантский.
Oriflamme. How many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Сейчас как раз вот этот квест надо делать. Думал, будем заканчивать прямо, да? До шага. В шаг не полезем.
That's enough dallying, you two.
Up, the lot of you. There's still work to be done.
На самом деле очень прикольные квесты, которые раскрывают, как к этим рабам относятся. Прям жалко становится.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
Already half stoned.
Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. Oh, what is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right.
He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one.
But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal.
I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Ментос прикольная штука. О. Ментос пробовал?
Да. Мне нравились такие, знаешь, у которых типа сердцевинка есть. С виноградом, с клубникой.
С черникой.
It smells of death here, Torgal. Wolves. You can't let them get any closer to the village.
There, boy! Keep your distance, boy. That's it. Get him, boy! Over here. Get him! There, boy! You know what to do, boy. Stay down!
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman.
Жалко эту парочку.
Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. You said her name was Tatienne.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask us something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Ah, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by. Not much chance I'd make it through the Penitent's Gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
Там это челик стоит. Ну-ка, императора обелиск. А.
Look here, men. This branded would be so bold as to seek passage into our holy capital. Were he accompanied by his master, we might be compelled to grant it. But alas, he is alone. And the law regarding masterless branded is clear. Unless he wishes us to take him into custody, I suggest he return to his owner. Immediately.
Кстати, Шаду, что лучше, чипсы или начос?
Had another branded drop in the field yesterday.
If it was a message that needed delivering, I could have seen to it, milady.
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Какие тогда ваши любимые чипсы? С каким вкусом? Какой марки?
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Or to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
You like that, don't you?
Закругляемся.
Можно подойти к горе и там остановить.
Weren't expecting any new branded until the new moon. You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
Chill&Games.
Все. Тут чуть-чуть совсем осталось.
Погоди. Люкс у нас нету. А вот лейсы... Они так себе. Так, ну что? Давай сохраним. Угу. Пустите.
Садитесь.
Так, окей, сегодня небольшой такой коротенький стрим у нас получился на 1,5 часика. Следующий стрим там как раз начнется интересный момент в этой игре. В следующую среду. Насчет понедельника пока мы не знаем. Во-первых, там дела есть. Во-вторых, через неделю Pass of Exile 2 выходит.
Окей.
Возможно,
хорошо.
мы будем в Pass of Exile 2 играть через неделю. Там можно вдвоем. Это будет, может быть, интересно, может быть, нет. Посмотрим. Принглс лучше, чем Лейс, это точно.
Да, поддерживаю, согласна.
Да. Ну, Адажу лучше всех.
Да.
Надо будет, кстати, отвезти Адажу.
Да. Юлька просила.
Да. В субботу у нас в Лослифе стрим, наверное, будет. Да, посмотрим, что я успею там сделать. Потому что я готовлю новый патч. И будем смотреть, что мы можем на стриме делать. А на этом на сегодня все. Всем большое-большое спасибо. Рад был вас видеть. Спокойной ночи и пока-пока.
Пока-пока.
Пока-пока.